Hello everyone, hope you guys are doing well. It's me back again with another video. So I thought I'd do a video talking about the ghost hunt next week, which me and my mother are going on. It's going to be awesome. If you haven't already, like, comment and subscribe. Push the notification bell to be notified every time I upload on YouTube. And me and my mum are going to St. Brivel's Castle in Gloucestershire. If I'm able, I'll find a clear photo of the castle itself and have it as the thumbnail so you guys can see where I'm going. I'll record the entire most of the travel if I'm able on my mum's phone. Upload it to her YouTube channel, so be on the lookout for that. And I did some gameplay videos earlier. If you guys want to check them out, highly recommend it. So this is going to be good. I've done some videos on St. Brivel's Castle as well. If you haven't already, go and check them out. We booked my mum booked it for about a year ago, and it's nearly here, close enough. I was surprised, pretty much. And I'm looking forward to it. It's going to take, I researched on Google how long will it take to get to St. Brivel's, and it said on Google, I checked on Google how long will it take to get to St. Brivel's from New Cornwall, which is where I'm living right now. It says it will take 2 hours and 56 minutes, which I'm used to the long travel. Did a ghost hunt last year. Also recorded that travel on my mum's phone. If you guys haven't already, go and check it out. On her YouTube channel, which is Louise Clark's World. I'll try my best to link it down in the description, but I ain't promising anything. So it's going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to the ghost hunt this year. We'll talk about the one last year so you guys are up to date. So the ghost hunt last year, we went to Mistley Woods. You guys will know that from the video I uploaded of Sarge talking about the history. So it's Sarge, which is known as Douglas Farnell, which is one of my closest mates. It's him that does the research, not me and my mum or anything. It's just them doing the research. He does the research, so I thought I'd let you all know that. So it's going to be awesome. And this is my Mickey shirt, big Disney fan. But to get back to the subject, or sort of subject for a moment then, the ghost hunt is going to be great. I'm looking forward to it. So this ghost hunt last year's ghost hunt was amazing. It took us, I researched on Google how long it would take us to get there. Google said 6 hours. Oh boy, was Google wrong. Because of the traffic was absolutely horrendous. It took us 8 long hours. Yeah, you heard me right. 8 long hours to get up to frickin' Colchester, Essex. And we eventually got there. We left about 9 in the morning. Sorry about it, it's just Belle's having a go at one of the kittens. We left at about 9 in the morning. We got there about 4 in the afternoon. So we spent most of the day travelling on the road. So we eventually got there. Once we got there, we checked in at Premier Inn, which is where we stayed. They are the nicest people ever. The second we got in the Premier Inn, we checked in the room, got our stuff in there, and I legit took my Ghostbusters costume with me because my sister dared me to. I said okay, and then I actually did it. For the ghost hunt was the day after, so woke up the next morning, first morning up where we were staying, Premier Inn, and hello everyone, you can see me in the background in a minute. So we got, that's the day after, I got up in the morning, pretty much feeling refreshed. And I did a couple of videos there as well. The second I got there, I think they'll be on YouTube if you know where to find them. I don't know how. It's been a while. I've done more videos since then though. So how do I put and then met Jesse King for the first time, and Douglas Farnell and the rest of them. So it was amazing. I loved it. We got into the area where Misty Woods is located. We went past that big building where where Most Haunted Live hub thing was, if you know what I mean. Because I said, is that where Most Haunted Live thing was? And Kate recognised it and said yes. Well, pretty much you get the idea. The Most Haunted didn't go fully into the woods itself, but literally me and Paranormal Emporium did. We went into the woods, and then they got the girls doing something, which was wearing this mask over your, some type of mask over your face. Well, you know, these mask over your eyes, so you can't hear, with ear protectors over them, so you can't hear them. So then when I was walking off with Sarge and someone else, and I'm not joking when I'm saying this, but clear as day, I saw a full body apparition. I'm not joking. I saw a full body apparition, head to toe. And Sarge said, tell me you didn't see that. I saw it clear as day. It appeared for 1 minute and then appeared. And then I told Jesse what I reckon it is. He says it's Matthew Hopkins. For some of you that don't know, Matthew Hopkins is the Witchfinder General. Well, obviously you lot know that. If you want to know history about Matthew Hopkins and what his job was, I totally recommend you researching it on Google. Google's the best place for that sort of thing. And so yeah. And then we got to, well, my mum got into, the second one, I think the one experience my mum had, she got to one normally, she was feeling this sharp pain in her side. And they later found out during that, one of the soldiers was stabbed with a bayonet, is that the word? In the ribs. Well, that was the pain my mum was getting. He was telling her how he was killed, pretty much. And it was something else. And then this ghost hunt, so this ghost hunt's going to be awesome, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm making me live wrestling debut on Sunday this week. I'm not as nervous as I originally was. I'm not going to go full in detail, but for some of you, for you guys that are going, don't explain the whole thing, but I'll do a video explaining the whole thing once the match is over and done with. So, as I was saying, as this ghost hunt going on, it's going to be amazing, which is obviously, you guys will know what it is. If I've done videos on it, you guys will know what it is. St. Brivel's Castle. Every single room is haunted, and I'm going to be sleeping in one of them. No joke. Me and my mum are going. It's not just me and my mum, there's other people going to be going as well. This is going to be awesome, so if you guys enjoy this video I'm going to be doing, this is going to be great. Hopefully I will record the travel on my mum's phone for her YouTube channel, so if you guys enjoy that. I'll record it on my mum's phone with travel. I'm not so sure if I'll be able to record the entire thing though. Don't want to give any spoilers. But it will be worth it. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be awesome. And I don't know. We'll be doing the packing. I'll say a couple of. We will be doing the packing as well. It's going to be awesome. I always enjoy the travel. It's just me and my mum going this time. Last year it's me, my mum and my sister. So it's just me and my mum going this time. I'm looking forward to it, to be honest with you. It's going to be exciting. See if I can find a video of someone explaining the history of St. Brivel's, so you guys can get a better idea of what the history of the castle itself, and Ghost Tech Paranormal Investigations have actually been there. If you want to check them out, I totally recommend it. If you want to find them on YouTube, Ghost Tech's the one thing. So you put Ghost Tech Paranormal Investigations on YouTube, you'll come across one of their videos, and I totally recommend you clicking on it. If you want to find the St. Brivel's one, put in Ghost Tech Paranormal Investigations St. Brivel's, and that should pop up. It's going to be all worth it.
Get to the 16.
Found a video of someone explaining the history of the castle, so here we go. Show it to you guys, play it to you guys can hear it. So you guys can see what me and my mum are in for, really. There we go. I hope you guys enjoy it. It's going to be awesome.
The site dates back to about 1067. Which is when the original castle was built on this site. It was a Norman castle built by William the Conqueror. Part of his plans
Comment down below if you can hear it fine.
As a self-contained country.
I'll explain to you guys.
He built a wooden Morton Bailey castle on
That's
this
the
site.
castle for some of you that are wondering. That's where I'm going next week.
The earth in the middle, wooden castle on top.
That's the entrance.
On the outside. The room that we are currently
I hope you guys can.
Dates from
When the open.
So he would have been using, or this room would have been being used when he was on the throne, sort of going until 1216 when he would finally pass away. The gatehouse and the curtain wall that goes around the outside, that was one of the last bits of the castle to be constructed. The unfortunate thing is that most of it no longer exists. The keep fell down in the 1700s and has been then slowly taken apart stone by stone and used in the village, as is often the case. The castle's original function was sort of defence, protection, look out into the Welsh valleys.
I'll be showing you parts as well from
its secondary and, for the most part, main function, and officially was sort of administration, the centre of commerce and business and industry for the Forest of Dean.
It's going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to it.
Through this castle. That was the case going into the 1500s, and then at that point the castle's importance starts to diminish and reduce quite significantly. When you get to the going to the 1700s, this castle
got the camera close to the TV so you guys can hear the video.
Which was installed in the 1600s, converted from a bedroom into a prison. That was done at the start of the 1600s. That was going on through to the middle of the 1800s, and that was pretty much the last part of the castle to be in use. After the 1800s come along, it's sort of again it's left to
Amy's
abandon
going
almost
start to go
entirely.
ballistic, as
It's
you guys can
crumbling
hear.
quite significantly all the way around, and is eventually bought out and renovated into a family home. And then we, the YHA, we acquired it in 1948 after it was being used as a boarding school for evacuees during World War II. I said since 1948 we've been here running as a youth hostel. One of the things this castle is known for in the wider circle of things is its paranormal activity. Some people will say it's one of the most haunted castles in Britain. Some people will say it's not in the least bit haunted. I've always found it's very much down to personal beliefs. The number of stories that we get, the consistency with stories and the reports that we've got from people from all over the world and different types of people that have come to stay, they've got no relation or connection to each other whatsoever. It does give some weight to the stories that we get. Some rooms have a lot more stories surrounding them than others. So some stories will revolve around just people hearing noises, the odd bang and thud as you get with all old buildings. Is it a ghost or is it just a piece of pipework that's 200 years old that's just creaking in the night? And then you get some people that report seeing things, whether it's moving objects or actual apparitions themselves. Those ones are a lot less frequent. Up in the guard room, which is one of our dormitory rooms, It has been reported on a few occasions that people have seen the praying woman. She's dressed in what looks like what is described as peasant's robes, sort of dirty and tatty, that kind of dress. And she walks from the doorway, she walks over to the middle of the room, she kneels down facing the back window of the bedroom. She kneels down for a few moments in what looks like prayer, and then she stands up and she simply walks straight out of the window. Interesting that it's that particular window, because that's the window that 600-700 years ago prisoners would have been hung out of. It's the window that faces out over the church. So prisoners that are due for execution are taken to that window, the noose around the neck, and they're just pushed out the window in front of the crowds.
Not the only room.
I mean, there's a story associated with this. Two stories actually associated with this particular room. One a lot more infamous than the other. I only discovered one of them very recently. One is that people often hear coming from this end of the castle, usually from this room, the sounds of a crying baby. This story is quite well documented, but the story, so it says, is that when you are in this end of the castle, you can hear music sometimes, but more frequently you're likely to hear the sounds of a baby crying.
That is true.
And the evidence that goes along with this particular story, apart from the fact that it happens more than most with so many different people that don't know anything about it, or at least so they say, is that it relates to a medieval tradition / practice that we know was done in this particular room regarding the chimney stack in this fireplace, which is where, to prevent evil spirits from getting into your house through your fireplace, you would have to put a dead baby up your chimney breast that's been, at least as far as I'm aware, mummified and wrapped in cloth and put in a little recess that's built specifically in the chimney for this purpose. And then the purity of the baby's soul will ward off the evil spirits. Many, many years ago, when there was a workman up the chimney, whether it was cleaning or repairing, actually found the remains of such a practice and brought out this bundle of cloth from this recess, this hole that had been built into the chimney.
And this is all the history of the castle and the hauntings, the goings on and everything else.
My personal, I've got a few that I've experienced in the castle. One was in this room, again, actually, as it happens, with that curtain, specifically that curtain. What happens quite a lot of the time in the winter is we work on our own. It's just one person in to just keep the place ticking over, answer emails and stuff. I was doing my final checks one night, 5 o'clock at night, pitch black outside, all the hostel lights off, no one inside the hostel apart from me, all the doors are locked, and I've checked. This is the last room for me to check on my rounds. It hasn't been windy all day long, and as I walk in through the door, the curtain, the big curtain on the left-hand side, sways, but not just like a little bit, like it's flapping in a breeze, like as if someone has kicked it on the bottom. The whole bottom of the curtain has just swayed from one side. And then as I've walked towards it, I felt something brush up my arm. But what was weird about that particular sensation is that it happened at the halfway point, as if, me coming in and startled someone who turned around and kicked the curtain and then tried to leave the room. Door was locked and shut. There was no one in. There was no breeze. So it cannot be explained away that way. And I've come in God knows how many hundreds of times into this room under exactly the same circumstances, and it's only ever happened that once.
And this is all
my favourite
goings on
one, which hasn't just happened to me, it did happen to a previous member of staff as well, is downstairs in the stables, which is our secondary dining room. And the latch on that door is from the Victorian period. It's this big, massive, heavy, cast iron latch that you need to lift before you can open the door. Again, it can't just move itself. And I was in the kitchen, and all I hear, through the silence of the castle, is the sound of that latch being lifted and dropped 5 times in a row. There's no one upstairs. There's literally no one in the hostel apart from me. No wind, all doors, all windows shut, and yet the latch on that door rattled 5
times.
Again.
That's the castle where I'm going, for you lot, where me and Mum are going, for you lot that are wondering.
Are you coming here looking for ghosts? Are you expecting to see ghosts, or do you know nothing about it and have a genuine experience? I mean, that's sort of always how I go on it. If you see exactly what you expect to see, in exactly the way you expected to see it, you've probably just got your brain running away with you. But when someone that knows nothing about it comes up and says, oh, by the way, I had this experience in my room last night, what was that all about? That's when I take an interest, because I'm thinking, well, there's something to that. If you don't know it's haunted, or you don't think it's haunted, and you experience something that you can't explain away, what's the cause?
So that was it. I wanted to play that video for you guys, so you guys can hear it. That's basically the person talking about the person as well, talking about the history of the castle, who knows it like the back of his hand. Well, basically it was it's going to be something else. The castle itself, yes, it is haunted. And it's going to be great. I'm looking forward to it. So now you guys know what me and my mum are in for. Me and my mum are in for one hell of a weekend next week. This week's going to be a big week for me, you guys know why. And this Ghost Hunt is going to be absolutely incredible. I'm looking forward to it myself. And I'm looking forward to it. This is going to be awesome. Here we go. I'm excited myself. This is going to be great. This is going to be one hell of an experience as well. So here we go. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a great weekend. We're going to be doing the pack. I don't know when we'll be doing the packing, but I don't have a clue yet. But it will be something else. I hope you guys enjoy that. Here we go. I love it. I'm looking forward to the Ghost Hunt itself. It's just me and my mum going, apart from those other people who have booked to go on the hunt itself. It's not just going to be me and my mum. Out of everyone, all the people who have actually booked to go, that are paid to go as well. Out of me and my family, it's just me and my mum going. So it's going to be awesome. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed that video and this video. This is going to be awesome. I'm genuinely excited. It's going to be awesome. I love you guys so much. And it's going to be great. I hope you guys enjoy it as well. Genuinely, this is going to be awesome, and it's not going to be bad. I'm looking forward to it, and so I hope you guys enjoy this. Enjoy the. So I'll just let you know. I'll try to record the travel as best as I can. I'll try my best to record the travel as best as I can, and it's going to be great. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you all haven't already, subscribe and push the notification bell to be notified every time I upload on YouTube. And also, this is going to be great, going to be awesome. Love you all so much. Peace out.